Hello friends, welcome to your own Deep All-in-One channel, and today's video is all about kitchen organization. How can you organize your kitchen if you have a small space? Here you can see my kitchen. We have an open layout. Just here I keep my bin, and this is our entry gate from the backyard, which we mostly use it. Here on the gate I have this over the door hanger where I keep my oven mitt and my apron. Next to the door, I keep this empty box. This is used for guest shoes. I don't like shoe rack in the kitchen. So whenever the guests come, I just put their shoes over here. If there are so many, then I have lining over there. So I just put some layout and then I put the shoes over there. Next to that shoe box, I have kept this empty basket over here. This is for the socks. When my husband comes from the work and my daughter comes from the school, they just put their socks over here, and next morning when I wash the clothes, and I just put them in the washing machine. Here on this wall I have kept my weekly planner and some notes. If my grocery list I need to mention everything, I just write down here. And here is my calendar where I note down all the appointments, any kind of work shift, if my daughter has got any classes, so I just write it down here. Next here I have my sink. This is my dish drainer. I just washed some dishes, they are just here. Here in this red basket I keep my water bottle which I use for cooking, and next to it I have some cup holder. So I put like my morning cup, which when I make tea I use them. And this is our kitchen window from where you can see our backyard. It's not a big garden, it's all cemented, it's just kind backyard, but I have put some plants over there. They are dead at the moment because so damn cold outside. Now the spring is about to come, so we will plant new seeds. And here is my orchids. I'm huge fan of orchids. Whenever I'm going to supermarket and if orchids are on offer, if they are reduced, I just grab them. Here is our washing machine, and next to it is the under sink area, which is divided into the two part. The upper shelf I use for my cleaning supplies, and the bottom one I keep my onion, my potatoes, and some stainless steel appliances which I generally don't use very often. In this basket I keep my kitchen supply. In this basket I keep my laundry supply. Don't confuse about that Nescafe decaf. I just use the bottle here for my washing powder. And behind everything there is the extra supply of that. And in the bottom shelf there is onion, there is potato, and in that basket I have kept my stainless steel items which I rarely use. And here is my tortilla maker or the puri maker, and this is my sew machine. This is the extra wok which I use to make for my omelette. I don't use it regularly. Now here beside the sink area I keep all my knives there, my scissor, and this is the mortar which I use for my ginger in my tea. And I just soak the dal for my lunch here. And here I keep my microwave. Over the microwave my spice box and my ghee jar is there. Under this area I have this cabinet over here. You can see this basket here which I use for all my Tupperwares which I generally don't use, so I just kept them behind. Here all my utensils which I almost use every day, my pressure cooker, my wok for the sweets, and this is the kadai which you have already seen in my videos while cooking it. And at the back there is some parat or which I use for making the dough, and here is all my tawas. In this bottom shelf all the items are which I just use for like if I'm cooking for bulk. So these are the big pots, these are the small pans, and only these are I regularly use it. Here is all my measuring cups and the jugs, so they are just under here. Over this here is my sugar, coffee and tea canisters, my kitchen roll, and here is my spoon rester. Over that there is a shelf which is divided into the three parts. In the upper shelf I use all the special spices like sambar powder, chana masala, and at the right side I keep my cans for just emergency use, just like if any guest is coming on a very short notice, I need to make something extra, so I just grab those things: chickpeas, vegetable curry, or the baked beans. And in the middle rack, I use all my spices. It is also divided into the 3 parts. I'll show you. So just at the back, I have put some big bottles where I use all my spices like cumin, coriander, red chili, or the turmeric. Whenever I buy the new packet, I just empty them over there. In the next line, I just keep those spices which I don't use very often, so they are just over there. And just at the front, I keep all the things which I normally use every day, like my mango powder, amchur, garam masala, cumin powder, salt, curry patta, or that black salt or the pink salt. And here I have some space left, so I just keep my makki ka atta, my besan, that light fry, and the chia seeds. These are the poppy seeds. This is dalia, and here is couscous. So they are just over here. Just in the bottom, this one I use for all my lentils. They all lentils. You can see over there. They are all filled up. I always fill them over the weekend, so my week is really easy to go. So by this way, all the things are quietly organized. My husband knows where the things belongs to. If he needs to cook, he just grab the item and he simply cook. Now under this area, I have 4 drawers. The upper one I use for all my ladles, my rolling pin, these are my whisker things, and these are my tongs. So I just keep everything here, and I keep my hand cream always here, so after doing the dishes I just rub them on my hand. In the next drawer, I keep all my cutlery. Here my cling film, my grease proof paper for baking I need, and my aluminum foil just finished out. Here is some press and seal bags, and in this basket I keep all the plastic spoons here, which not usually I use, but yeah, I just put them here if the kids are around and if they need, so they just grab it from there. And here in this one I use my wooden spoon, and this is my favorite one, which you have seen mightily on my videos. In the third drawer, I use it for my all the baking dishes. Here I keep my all the dishcloths, here my towels, and here is just the supply for baking, like my measuring spoon, measuring cup, some cupcake liners, and there is the cookie cutters. So this drawer is just for that, and some sellotape, which I normally use it if any bag is just opened and something in left, so I just tape it around. In the bottom one, this is just for all the lids. So all the lids are separate. The uppermost are those which I generally used, and in the bottom are those which we rarely use. So this drawer is for that. And I forgot to show you this small shelf over here. Here I keep all my trays and my grater, and here I keep the extra supply for my kitchen towel, and at the back there is my washing powder. Now next to those, here is my gas stove, and here is my favorite chopping board, which I use it if I'm chopping so many things. It works like a decorative piece as well, so I just keep it here. And under this there is our oven. I keep my towel over here, and inside the oven you can see my chakla and my flour to dust my rotis, and some stand to keep my warm utensils on the kitchen counter. Next to it I keep this my oil and vinegar tray, and I don't use vinegar very often, so I just fill them up with the oil, and I use both the bottles as a oil. Next is my kettle and my toaster, which I use it every day. Over this one I have got this shelf, which is divided into the 3 again. Uppermost I use fried items like I brought from India, so they are chips, there is fryams, so they are just at the upper corner. And in the middle one I keep all my pastas and my maida, the all-purpose flour, and vermicellis. And in the bottom one I keep all my snacks like biscuits and namkeen. These are the biscuits for us when we take tea. This is namkeen, which not we use every day, but if the guests are coming or sometime if we need some salty thing with our tea. And these are the bourbon biscuit for my daughter. She only loves these ones, so I keep them separate. Here is my good jaggery, and here is the aloo bhujia namkeen, which is my daughter's favorite. She loves it. She just eat this one. And in this box I just keep all the packed thing like microwave popcorn or some chocolates if sometime we just need some munching. Not the healthy option, but yeah, if we need, then we just do this one. And here at the back I have my milk powder. I don't keep it with any kind of spices because it smells otherwise, so I just keep it behind my snack box. Below this one I have got this big shelf which is divided into the two part. And here in this one, here all my pickles, they are from India. My mom make it. And at the front I just keep all my flour. This is my mixed flour, ragi flour, bajra, jwar. I just keep them, and we make the roti of this one in the morning, missi roti. And this is my normal wheat flour. I keep my casserole over here to put my rotis. In this jar I just keep my snacks which are not opened, so I keep in this box. And behind, if you can see, some more like my Maggies are over there. Don't use them every day, but I just keep them behind. So the things are quietly organized this way, so if I need them I just take out this box and I just grab them. Here there are more two kind of flour. This is my oats flour and this is the rice flour. I use this one in my pakoras, and this is, I just use 1 teaspoon in this one when I'm making 2-3 chapatis for myself. In the bottom one, here is, I put all my rice here. Here is some snacks, some savories, and this is our cheat jar. Here you can see some chocolates over there, so I put them here. Here is my cereals. And here is another cake box where I keep my extra flours, my makki ka atta and the besan and everything. I keep them here. And this is again the jaggery, but this is in the powdered form. In UP we call it shakkar. And behind that you can see my oil, and this is one more snack which we need to fry. I brought it from India. I didn't use it yet, so I just kept it here. So might be someday I'll use. Behind that box I have 2 boxes over there. The upper box is just full with makhana. Beside that there is my poha. I don't use it every day. Over the weekend or might be one time in a week I use it, so I just put it there, not at the front. In the bottom box I have kept all my spices which I bring from India or I just buy from here. So if my bottles are finished, so I just take 1 packet and just empty them into the jar. So the things are quietly organized. Now next to this cupboard we have one more shelf here. It is divided into 3 parts again. The upper one is just for the medicines. That big box, these are the extra supply of the medicines. And here is, you can see 2 boxes over here. The upper one is for myself and the bottom one is for my husband. And here is my daughter's paracetamol, some Iodex, which if just needed we just grab it from there. And here in this place I keep all these spices which I don't use very much, but I just keep them in the middle rack here, and they are visible from here, so I just put them here. Here I put my vinegar, and in this part I keep all my dry fruits. At the back there is more supply, and at the front which we use normally every day. And in the bottom one here I keep my oil, and here is my ghee. At the front I use this space for all the drinks, my chocolate drink, Bonvita for my daughter, and my husband eat the Chyawanprash. And behind this bag there is a jar where I use opened namkeen or the biscuit or any kind of chips, so I just keep in this jar so they are good to go. And behind this one I put some crackers and some bundi for the raita. Here in this space, I use those spices which I use for my tea or for my salad. Here are the kevra water and the rose water for my sweet dishes. And now on the counter, I just keep here my some cups for the tea. And here this space I use for my water jug and some glass over there. This is the marble chopping board, which is really heavy to use it, so I just put it here, line them with the tea towel, and I just use my jug over it. Over that there is one more shelf where I use all my crockeries, everyday crockery, some plates, some bowls. At the upper one there is my idli maker, some extra cups, middle one all the glasses, and the bottom one all the bowls and the plates. Now under this one there is one more shelf left, and it is divided into the two parts. The upper one I use all my appliances. At the front, which I frequently use, my yogurt maker, sandwich maker, and my magic bullet. And at the behind there is a rice cooker, there is juicer, other kind of things over there. And here you can see one more basket. Here is my husband's lunchbox. He's out of station today, so it's just here. And some other Tupperwares are here, like some plates or the things which I normally don't use very often, so I just put them here. And in the bottom one I keep all my dinner set. I have two big dinner set which are just at the back. At the front I just keep some extra serving dish, extra jug, and these are also some serving dish. And I have some more glassware like my pudding set, my extra glasses, which I keep them in a separate cupboard, and I will show you that cupboard in my next video. And this is all about my kitchen organization. I hope this video will give you some idea to organize your kitchen. Things should be reachable, should be accessible for you, so you just manage them like the way you need them. I need my dals every day, so I just keep them in the bottom shelf. If you don't need, you can just put them in the upper shelf. So just do the things the way you need them. So this is all about this video. Let's meet again on your own Deeps All-in-One channel. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up. Please comment below for any kind of suggestion or the query. Share it with your friends and family, and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.